Hey, cooking friends and family, here is my take on Zuppa Toscana. So I am going to load mine up with veggies. And so in my food processor, I do this so often with so many meals. It's a great way to get veggies in your kids, especially if they're picky eaters. I've got onion, carrot, celery, and bell pepper, and I'm gonna pulverize these to smithereens. I do this with chili. I do it with taco meat. I do it with my spaghetti sauce. Any chance I can do this to get veggies in my children, I will do it. All right, you can kind of see what I got going here. It's hard to get a good angle for y'all here, but that's about the consistency I'm going for. And you can even put this in meatloaf. You can put it in meatballs. I mean, the possibilities are endless. And you can make a big batch of it and freeze it into portions so that you can just add a little here and there as you need it. All right, in my Dutch oven, I've got a lob of butter and I said a lob. A lob of butter and some olive oil melting down together. We're gonna saute these veggies up. About 2 tablespoons of butter, we'll call that. But in the South, we'll just say lob. How about that? All right, then I'm gonna saute these veggies down for a little bit with a little bit of salt and save half of this little mixture for another recipe I'll do this week. Right. I have sauteed down my veggies. I'm gonna add some garlic to it now. Okay, I added a lot of garlic. All right, next up, a pound of Italian sausage. All right, you're gonna season with all your faves. Anything that makes your heart happy, you can put in here. I'm gonna add a little now while it's browning and then a little once I get my broth going. All right, my meat is almost browned, so I'm going to go ahead and add 3 to 4 tablespoons of cornstarch in here. All right, my meat and veggie mixture is coming together. Now I'm gonna add in my potatoes. I used red, you just kinda wanna quarter them up. And then I'm gonna add in my mushrooms. All right, I did about 1.5 pounds of red potatoes and I'm doing 8 ounces of mushrooms. Then back in with my seasoning. I'm just using a little Italian seasoning, some Greek all-purpose, some seasoning salt, Italian seasoning, pepper, all the goods. Just anything that sounds good and hearty to you. And then we're gonna add in our broth. You can decide how much broth you like. I like just enough to cover the soup. You can make it really soupy by using like 8 cups of broth. You could do about 6 cups of broth if you want it a little thicker. I am gonna add some half and half at the end too. So I'll keep an eye on it. Okay, next up, my store was out of fresh kale. So I'm going with 12 ounces of frozen kale. Look how good this looks. Full of veg, y'all. So good. All right, in goes the kale. Oh, hey, Steamy. All right, soup is boiling down here. Look at this goodness. Veggie packed awesomeness. Look at that. Okay, so once you get it where you want it, you can add in some heavy cream or half and half, about a cup or so, more or less, however you like it. Stir that in, and then I'm gonna do a couple of shreds of parm right in there too. Make sure you don't put the rind in there. That's not rind, that's kids. And then stir that all together and season to taste. Make sure you always taste it before you serve it. And voila, there you have it, guys. God bless.